Hello, friends. Welcome back to Learning Nails and Aesthetics. And if you didn't know, I added cosmetology. I have put the videos on various playlists so you can find what you're looking for a little better. If you see something that you're not necessarily interested in, keep watching because there probably is something that you are interested in. You can also leave me a comment, anything that you would like to learn more about. And keep in mind, I am not AI, so mistakes will be made. If you have any issues with any of the videos, if you refresh the page, that should fix it. Now, this is learning objective number 4 in the Milady Standard Foundations book. Set long-term and short-term goals. Do you have direction, drive, desire, and a dream? If so, do you have a reasonable idea of how to go about meeting your goals? Goal setting is the identification of long-term and short-term goals. When you know what you want, you can draw a circle around your destination and chart the best course to get there. By mapping out your goals, you will see where to focus your attention in order to fulfill your dreams. Focus on the goal. Determine whether your goal-setting plan is effective by asking yourself these key questions. Are there specific skills I will need to learn in order to meet my goals? Is the information I need to reach my goals readily available? Am I willing to seek out a mentor or a coach to enhance my learning? What is the best method or approach to accomplish my goals? Am I open to finding better ways of putting my plan into practice? How goal setting works. When setting goals, categorize them based on the amount of time it takes to accomplish them. An example of a short-term goal is to get through an exam successfully. Another short-term goal is to graduate from beauty and wellness school. Short-term goals can usually be accomplished in a year or less. Long-term goals are measured in larger increments of time, such as 2, 5, or 10 years, or even longer. An example of a long-term goal is becoming a spa owner in 5 years. Once you have organized your thoughts, create 2 columns labeled short-term and long-term. List your goals in the corresponding column. Then break up your goals into smaller pieces so they don't seem out of sight or overwhelming. For example, if you are a part-time beauty and wellness student, one of your long-term goals should be to become a licensed beauty professional. At first, getting this license might seem to require an overwhelming amount of time and effort. However, when larger aspirations are divided into short-term goals, such as going to class on time, completing homework assignments, and mastering techniques, you will find that accomplishing each short-term goal progressively leads to the accomplishment of a larger goal, or the larger goal. Remember to set feasible goals, create a plan of action, and revisit the plan often. While adjusting goals and action plans may be necessary from time to time, successful people know that focusing on their goals will move them toward additional success. And figure 1-5, how to set and track short-term goals. Number 1, read chapter F1. Action steps. Read first part at lunch and finish it at dinner. And then you can add your own completion date, of course. These are just examples. And then you check it off when it's done. And a number 2 goal, practice speaking to clients in a pleasing voice. Action steps, do it with family tonight. And again, add your significant date, and when it's done, check it off. And number 3, create my own mission statement. Action steps, review sample in chapter F1 and write my own. And the date that you want it completed, and then check it off when you're done. The most important thing to note about these examples is that they are just examples. But notice that they list the goal and then what it takes to accomplish that goal. which are the action steps. So if you make your own, be a little more organized in your mind. Number 4, start learning trends. Action steps. Search online. Read trade and beauty magazines. Make a 5-word trend list. Number 5, prepare to pass the chapter F1 exam. Action steps. Review what I read. Ask instructor any questions. Have study sessions with 2 friends. And number 6, practice being on time. This one is extremely important. Action steps, set alarm for 15 minutes earlier. Give self $1 every time I get to class, 10 minutes early. And then, of course, the start date. And this one has noted 5 days in a row. And number 7, this one is extremely important. Build my vocabulary. Action steps, buy book or find website. Learn 1 new word a day. These last 2 are very important. I would fire someone who was not on time. Not the first time, of course. There can always be issues. And then if they can't speak properly. Yes, definitely cannot have those issues in the salon, spa, or barber shop. Now, this one is pretty basic. A goal-setting checklist, which we saw their examples. And just lines, numbers, and the completion date. Photocopy this template and fill in your own goals. Activity screen time. On average, a person spends about 4 hours checking email, looking at websites, and watching videos. The average teenager sends nearly 80 text messages a day. To find out if you are managing your time well, try this exercise. Write down the time in the morning when you first go online, check email, or send a text message. Do what you normally do online. Note the time you finish these activities. Throughout the day, try to estimate and add to your list how much additional time you spend on these activities. At the end of the day, total up the time you spend online. Are you surprised? Time management experts recommend that people work for the first 45 minutes or hour of the day, avoiding emailing, web browsing, and texting. You too can use this time to plan the day, review reading materials for school, or do other work. Actually, what you can do is while you're doing other work, like cleaning your house and doing the laundry and stuff, watch my videos. Or if you're driving, listen to my videos, but no peeking. The first hour of the day, quiet and often free of interruptions, is often the best time to accomplish something concrete. Check in. How do you go about setting long-term goals? And our next video will be demonstrate effective time management. If you like longer videos, I do have those as well, covering the same information. Okay, thanks. Bye.